welcome back to Food Program. We are Lex 2049. I've got news for you, Group 29. So this is Group Discussion 5. Our topic today is about health. So I will introduce myself and our members. So my name is Allia Aqillah Binti Shukor, and my metric number is 203644.
My name is Noratiqah. My matrix number is 204241.
Hello everyone, my name is Preames and my matrix number is 203575.
I'm Lynette. My matrix number is 203574.
My name is Ong Keen. My matrix number is 204002.
My name is Cheong Xiang and my number matrix is 202489.
My name is Khai Hui and my matrix number is 203116.
My name is Phang Kin Chorng. My matrix number is 203456.
Okay, so today we'll start our discussion about health. So who wants to start first?
Okay, today I have bring a news from the start. The topic is savor each bite of our food to ensure good digestion health. It's all about digestion. Okay, meal or eating is very important and is a must to human. Nowadays, people sum up quite nicely with the words like so much to do, so little time, work, play, families, friends, and interests. These all are called for our attention, and we wholeheartedly embrace the challenges of judging these many elements of our life. So this all attention lead people eating too fast on their meal, missing meals because they need to balance the demands on their time, place unnecessary stress on their digestive system, and this can badly impact on their health, like heartburn, metabolic problems, heart disease, weight gain, and many more. Now here are some tips for a better digestive health. Okay, first one is chew properly when your meal. Next, drink enough of water between meals. The third one is increase fiber intakes to control blood sugar and lowering cholesterol level. Fourth is consume moderate of probiotics to help maintain the balance of good and bad bacteria in your body. The fifth is beware of food sensitivities. Okay, and the last is practice mindful eating. Choose more natural produce foods and less processed food. This because this digestive process is as important as choosing the food we eat as well. Having good digestion also ensure our body is properly nourished and stay healthy. So you only live once in your life, so you need to be very responsible to your health. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next. Today I would like to share with you news. The topic is New Hope for Lung Cancer Patients. Okay, it's written by Jamie Yap in the Straits Times. Okay, so as we all know, lung cancer can be a very high occurrence and then low survival rate cancer, and then it's very dangerous in Malaysia or even in the world. Okay, and men are 3 times more at least compared with women, and then Chinese have the highest rates, followed by Malays and Indian. This is the two. Okay. And then there are 2 main types of lung cancer, which are small cells lung cancer and then long small cells lung cancer. So usually 80% of the lung cancer can be considered as non-small cells lung cancer, and they tend to grow and spread more slowly compared to the small cells lung cancer. But even it grows and spread slowly, but usually we discover it discovery late. So it's because like this, usually the patient who diagnosed with lung cancer usually very very dangerous. People discover it. And then, thanks to the new therapies developed over the last 15 years, we found some way to treat with this lung cancer. There are two new ways, which is targeted therapy, and then another one is immunotherapy. Okay, for the targeted therapy, this is a treatment that target the cancer cells based on the type of mutation the cancer cells might have. So, chemotherapy usually affects all cells, while targeted therapy is more focused. As a result, side effect is more small side effect. And then, next for the immunotherapy, right? They use drugs to stimulate or make change to the body, and then to help build out the immune system, to help it identify and fight cancer cells. So these are the two new therapy I would like to share with you. That's all.
Thank you.
Okay, so today I'm going to share news regarding heavy social media use linked to poor sleep. This is from BBC News. So actually, this is regarding news like more focus on teenagers. So teenagers nowadays use social media more than 3 hours a day, are more likely to go bed after 11 and wake during the night. This is what UK researchers get. Actually, teenagers nowadays, they're spending more than 5 hours on apps like Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook every day. So the teenagers usually is like from 13 to 15 years old might be delaying bedtime by being on their phone. So their body clock changes. So it's like 12,000 teenagers recognize that getting them off their phone could be especially challenging because it was a time of growing independence when keep in touch with friends was more important than having their sleeps. Teenagers who were very high social media users, like 5 hours or more per day, were around 70% more likely than average users, which is 2 to 3 hours a day, to fall asleep late on school nights and after midnight on other days. So they should know that they should practice an hour before sleep, shouldn't use the phone because this will get them like very active and can't really sleep well. So if you, by doing so, they can have something like wind out, so they will not feel very tired after they wake up. That's all.
Okay, hi everyone. Okay, today I'm going to talk about health. My article is regarding it's not just sperm determining a baby's gender, but it's stress too. So if you all watch the Joker movie, you all know what stress actually bring up in one's life. But apart from that, actually stress bring up like many disadvantages also. But apart from that, stress also can determine a baby's gender actually. So according to the new US research has found that the women who experience more stress during pregnancy are more likely to give birth to a girl compared to a boy. So as well as they have a high risk of birth complications. So carried out these researchers at Columbia also, the study has looked at around like 187 healthy pregnant women aged around 18 to 45 are having stress and give birth to a girl baby. So the team also measured 27 indicators of psychological, physical and lifestyle stress that might be affecting a woman using questionnaires, diaries and daily physical assessments. They also found that majority of women, nearly 67%, were healthy and unstressed. So in addition, the researchers found that the pregnant women experiencing the physical and psychological stress appeared to be less likely to give birth to a boy. Okay. Other than that, the fetus of physically stressed mother also had reduced heart rate movement coupling, which indicates slower development in the central of nervous system compared with unstressed mothers. So other than that, however, the negative effect effect of stress appear to be offset by social support from friends and family. For example, the more social support a mother receives, the more likely she must give to her birth, a boy. So that's all from me.
Thank you.
My news about many young Malaysians are now at risk of heart attacks. Malaysia, as young as 37, can risk of being diagnosed with a heart attack. It makes our nation with the younger age group of those risk compared to another Asian country. In Malaysia, there are 25,000 cases are reported in every year. Heart attack happen because of lifestyle and diet. For example, smoking. Smoking can increase the risk of developing cardiovascular disease, which include coronary heart disease and stroke. Most of the time, heart attack come without warning, which is why it's important to prevent the attack before it happens. For example, regular heart screening, maintaining a balanced diet, and regular exercise are the best prevent method. That's all for me.
Hello everyone. So I will talk about a future alternative to organ donation. So, firstly, you have to know that organ donation, organ transplant, firstly has been transplanted to human in 1950s, which is the kidney transplant. So other organs and tissue also have successfully to be transplanted since. So demands of organ transplant have been rising since then. So what if we can print our own organ? So the new technology is like 3D printing, 3D bioprinting organs and tissues. It can lead to reduction of organ being rejected by patients, which is always happens, and make the patients become more sick and probably be death. So it is because printing organs is actually needs to use bioink. So this bioink is by using the cells of its own patient. So it will reduce the rejection of the organ. Okay, so actually the scientists have already successfully printed simple structures like meniscus, which is the part of that in our joints that absorb shock. So they also have been printed skin tissues, lung tissues, and cartilage. So this bioprinting is very new technology. So it still cannot print 3D bioprinting a whole complex organs. It has more challenges, and it needs to be overcome and improved. So that's all for me.
Yeah, okay. Today my topic is all about the mental health awareness. This article is taken from a website called pirates.com and written by John Hoyters. Generally, mental illness is a physical illness of brain that causes a disturbance in thinking, behavior, energy, and or emotion that make of difficult to cope with ordinary demand in our life. Mental illnesses has affect 19% of a global adult population, 46% of teenagers, and 30% of the children each year. The percentage of a mental illness patient is keep increasing when people obtain a better quality of life. However, only half of those affected receive treatment. If this illness is untreated for a long time, mental illnesses may increase the risk of suicide. Okay, recently there are two common mental health conditions: anxiety disorder and mood disorder. The patient that suffer from these two kind of disorder will become more emotional, anxious, and are unable to think properly when facing some problems. Okay. Stigma and misinformation may become an overwhelming obstacle for someone who is struggling with mental illnesses. Stress is the main cause of the mental health problem among the people live in a developed country. Since we can't avoid stress from our life, we only can cope with it and make sure that our mental condition is remain in a health state. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Phang. And today I want to bring some news about a kidney failure. And the title is more than 100,000 Malaysians to suffer kidney failure in next 20 years, say by Health Ministry. And it's written by Martin Cavallo in the news, from the news. More than 100,000 Malaysians are expected to suffer kidney failure over the next 2 decades, warns the Health Ministry. Based on the data from National Renal Registry Malaysia, some 39,700 Malaysians were on dialysis due to the kidney failure in 2016. The number is increasing exponentially every year, and it is expected that 100,000 Malaysians will suffer kidney failure requiring dialysis by 2040. Health Ministry Medical Development Division Director Dr. Bari Tok Muda Cek Awangat told reporters after launching the My Buah Pinggan webpage here on Sunday. He noted that 64% of those requiring hemodialysis treatment were diabetes whose kidneys had failed. While the recent sugar tax will eventually lead to Malaysians consuming less sugar, more needs to be done to address this health issue. What is required is for Malaysians to adopt healthier lifestyles, such as exercising more, he added. Meanwhile, Dr. Bari lamented the extremely low ratio of kidney donors in this country. The ratio is 3 donors to 1 million population. There are several social factors for this, and we hope to overcome this through better awareness campaign, he said. He added the ministry hoped to see 100 donors come forward to help the kidney transplants, particularly involving family members. That's all from me. Thank you.
So we have finished our discussion, and we all have talked about our news. So next is as always, we have to pick 2 news to be picked. And have anybody have any suggestion about what to pick?
I would like to pick the news from Aqillah, which is about the heart attack. Since there's a lot of, like in our country, Malaysia, there's a lot of people suffering heart attack nowadays. So it's because they are unhealthy lifestyle. So I think Malaysians, we should focus more on the healthy lifestyle, like our diet, our doing the regular exercise to overcome the health attack problems. Yeah, that's all from me.
Alright. So anyone else?
Okay, I like to choose Ong's news, which is about the lung cancer. So as I see, cancer is become a big disaster in human life. So he gives some details about some therapies also. So it's a good news to get knowledge about the cancer, because there is no only one cancer. Actually got many other different cancer. So we supposed to take many other ways to overcome this cancer.
Alright. So if anybody have other suggestion than that?
I agree with the Xavier. Okay, the heart attack.
Okay.
It's very serious.
Okay, right. Okay. Yeah.
So if we don't have anything else, so we choose one from Aqillah, which is the risk of heart attack, and one from Ong about the lung cancer. Okay.
Thank
you.
That's all from us. Thank you.